Almost 100,000 people have been displaced from the western part of the Iraqi city of Mosul. That's in the last 19 days, over which the fighting has intensified. The figures come from the UN Refugee Agency. Meanwhile, the Iraqi Prime Minister has declared that the anti-ISIL operation in the city of Mosul has entered its final stage. He also promised that the number of refugees would not increase. The UN estimates that almost 240,000 people have been displaced by the fighting in Mosul since the anti-terror operation there started back in October. UN, up to 800,000 people could be trapped in western Mosul, where intense fighting is raging. In December, a similar anti-terrorist operation was conducted in the Syrian city of Aleppo, where 100,000 civilians were trapped under terrorist rule. RT's Murad Gazdiev is in Iraq now and was in Aleppo during the operation there. He shared his thoughts on the similarities between the fates of the two cities.
Having witnessed for myself the Battle of Aleppo at its...
He discussed the differences in the coverage of Mosul and Aleppo with analysts. Here's what they had to say.
Certainly the mainstream media has covered...
So comment on the coverage of the situation in Mosul. We're still waiting on some, but here are some of the responses we got. The organisation Investigative Reporters and Editors told us that it declines to participate in this story. Other groups said they had nothing to say on the matter and referred us to the International Federation of Journalists. It told us that the situation in Mosul is difficult for civilians and expressed hope that the situation would not be as bad as in Aleppo.